नमस्कार। सर्वकाल म्यूजिक सोसाइटी में आप सबका स्वागत है। वेलकम टू सर्वकाल। We are today here visiting Vancouver. As you know, our Sarvakal 4th Indian Classical Musical Festival is going to happen in Calgary from 12th, 13th and 14th of September. And we are privileged today to have in Vancouver with renowned Indian music admirer who has done a lot of work in this particular domain and given so much experiences in Indian classical music worldwide. I'm introducing you to Bhupinder Singh Malhi ji here, who will be who has given his time at a very short notice to us. So नमस्कार मल्ली जी, आपका स्वागत है सर्वकाल में.
Namaskar ji, namaskar. It's my pleasure to have you here, and I'm really delighted, to learn about your program and your organization and your aims and objectives, and you're doing a great service to the community, and especially in Canada, it is very important that we should. It is our duty to acquaint the Canadian society at large with our culture.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You have rightly pointed out. Malli Saab, can you give me some more your experience? You are involved with so many organizations like Virasat Foundation and many more organizations in Indian classical music domain, as well as a culturally rich organization. So main, like those organizations, they have a one common theme, that is to making our roots felt in the out of India. When we are living in Canada here, the thing is like our new generations should have those kind of the experiences, and then they should learn from them to preserve our culture, our Indian classical music in Canada. What do you say about that?
First of all, you see, all the nations in the different parts of the world, they have their own history, their own roots, and sometimes people, in the new society, they don't know our culture, even though thousands and thousands of years taken to enhance that culture, language, and other aspects of the culture. So it is our duty to promote that, to enhance that. And while we are living in Canada, and this society also throws some challenges, especially those people who come from abroad. Those challenges come in different forms, whether it's racism, whether it is the question of our language or our culture, music, and all. Once these organizations work, they work day and night so that our culture could be understood. And sometimes people do things from their own ignorance, and once they know that these people are no different than any other, then the whole community live in harmony, and they understand each other, and that is what all life is all about, to promote peace and love. That's all, and there's nothing more than that. And those people who achieve that, to how to promote love and affection, I think those communities are very successful.
You had to dot on the point. That is the essence of what our culture is, and that's the you have just said the absolutely right message for the community as a large, and what we all should do it going forward. Now, as I understand, you are also involved with the I would say the Makkah of Indian Classical Music Festival, that's in Harivallabh Festival in India. Can you throw some light on that?
Yes, the Harvallabh Sangeet Sammelan, which happens in Jalandhar, and this is the oldest festival of the Indian subcontinent. It started in 1875, right at Jalandhar, and Baba Harvallabh ji spent many years there. That from there, it is the only festival in the Indian subcontinent which continued from last 143 years. And because I'm a life member of that society, So one of their executive member, and who did lots of research on that, and he got lots of research work, and he want to publish a book on that, so that everything should be documented, for the coming generation. So he asked me to if we can be part of that project, even though it was a very big project. So we were very much hesitant, but then because that was his desire, we involved in that, and now we have compiled 143 years of that festival, which is going to be in the hands of the people, and all those research people, they want to do some research work about the festival, about the Indian classical music. I think they can benefit from that. And we are going to launch that book in October, right in Vancouver. And then after that, we are thinking that we will also do the launching in Calgary and Toronto. And it's already been launched in India, in Punjab especially. So that's the project we have just completed last year.
That's awesome. That's a massive task to compile such a history of 143 years. Like hats off to all the project owners and dedicated people who have come across to sort of devote during this thing, because preserving the history, that is the key part. We have seen in the last so many centuries when we don't preserve the history, the thing is like you might have heard about our old ancient scriptures and all, which was not preserved well, so we haven't have all of them right now. So it is a great project that you have done for Indian classical music, that we have the living history for 143 years, and we look forward to seeing that launch sometime this year soon. And we welcome you to Calgary with that to enlighten with our Indian classical music community in Calgary and Canada and around the world, with such a precious piece of history, which is compiled by you and your team, which is it's a great gift to the community at large.
Yeah.
So, like, I really appreciate such a task being taken over by you and your team.
I want to take this opportunity because you have mentioned, as because history and to preserve it is very important. And lots of nations in the world, they have did lots of work, but they don't have any trace of that. And good example is that even the original people over here, their wisdom is, you can't even imagine how wise their culture is, but they don't have any written documentation. And same was the case with the Indian people. And we did lots of work. People have did just only work, but there's nothing written which documented, and so that our generation can benefit from that. That what were their ancestors, whatever they did, and we should make a habit to document it and do a research work and go to the reality that how in those conditions they have did these monumental tasks. And now it is our duty to preserve the history. And I'm sure this is people who are interested in classical music, they will take benefit from that.
Yeah, it's a very important thing which we and our future generations should keep it in mind, to preserve our history, our roots, and our valuable the learning which we need to pass it on. It's our responsibility to pass it on to the next generations to come. And we at Sarbakal also of the like highly devoted towards that, and we are planning to sort of do a living legend history from next year onwards, where we want to do a project where we take the sort of interview of current legends in the Indian classical music, and take and sort of shoot it and present it to the world at large, so they can enjoy the Indian classical music going forward.
Yeah, this is a going to be very close work, and we are duty bound that if we have the resources to do this important task. And now this year, especially this year, is we are marking the 550th years of enlightenment, and 550 years in the land of Punjab, Baba Nanak born, and so all over the world, people are going to talk about his writings, his message, and we should study that. Even though the depth and the essence of it to really grab it is a very hard task, but still we should try and try to get the essence and nectar of it, so that we can be a better human.
Rightly said on the spot. As we see the all the sayings and the scriptures written by Guru Nanak Dev Ji and the Guru Vani, actually, when we say about the Punjab Gharana in Indian classical music, their roots are coming from there, because the thing is, those good things and those because Guru Nanak Dev Ji's wordings and all, those are actually touching your souls. And Guru Vani, the form of the music, which is from the last so many decades, we are seeing that, and which is creating sort of a interest for the new generations toward, not only towards that, but also towards the Indian classical music. So that's it's a like the contribution of that to the particular Indian classical music is beyond, I can't express in the words, because this is the actually the music is touching the soul. You must be aware right now, so many projects going on around the world, that how music is helping the mental health of the people, because it's touching the soul. The thing is, it's because more and more projects are happening, and so it calms your mind, soul, and all, it's taking it to the different level of experience for any human being.
I think we are very fortunate that in the Indian subcontinent, all these great people and these wise people, they have chosen the medium of music to spread their message. Whether it's a Kabir, whether it is a Farid, whether it is Baba Nanak, and many others. So we are very fortunate, and we should spread that, and we should do our level best to go to the roots of that, and we should deploy some scholars and who can tell us that what actually this great work is all about.
That's awesome. Would you
These things, and I'm very happy that you came here, and I'm very happy to have you here, to know you, and we will do many things in the future together.
Thank you so much for your time, Malli Saab, for taking time from your busy schedule for the Sarvakal. And we look forward to see you in Calgary for the forthcoming festival on 12th, 13th and 14th of September. And we are grateful that you have accepted our request to attend our festival and come in Calgary. And we look forward to that in a month.
No, we will be there. It will be our pleasure, and thank you very much for letting us know that your event is happening on this and that date. It is our honor, our pride. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.